How are you? And welcome to the Freakin Rican restaurant channel. Today we're going to be making a holiday favorite, Tembleque. How are you guys? Welcome. I missed you. So today we are going to make a holiday favorite, as you all know, Tembleque. So to start the Tembleque, we're going to make the essence, which here, if you come a little bit closer, here on my very clean stove, you know, it's got to be clean, we have 3 cinnamon sticks. We have about 4 or 5 estrella de anís. Y aquí tenemos como unos 7 clavos. About 7 cloves. Okay, and so what we're gonna do is, here I have a half cup of water, very little water, because we want a concentrated essence, so we don't want too much water. We're just gonna throw that in there. This is actually my mom's little pot for tea. And when she lived with us, she would always make her tea in this little pot. It's so cute, right? Anyway, so now we're gonna turn on the stove, not that one. And there you go. We're gonna put that to boil for a couple minutes, okay? That way that's gonna extract all of the yumminess off of everything that we put there, okay? Here we have the sugar, but we're not gonna go to that yet. Now the essence is on. Now we're gonna take the coconut, and basically Tembleque is a coconut custard, so obviously you need coconut. You could buy the store-bought coconut cans, but today I wanted to make it extra special for you guys, and so we're gonna do it with fresh coconuts. So I'm gonna show you how. I couldn't find my hammer, so I'm gonna try to be how do you call it? What's the word?
Recursivo.
In English. I can't think of it, but you'll tell me. On the comments below, you'll tell me. So I have...
Savvy, no?
Huh?
Savvy?
No. I have a butter knife, so let's see if that's gonna work. And I have a scissor, hopefully I won't break it. But usually the coconut, one of the eyes is a little softer than the rest. So you see these 2 are really hard and nothing is happening, but this one is softer. So that's where I'm gonna jam it. Oh, there, wow, that was so easy. You see, I didn't even need a hammer. So there you go. You open up that hole. Get it open. Don't you be thinking nasty things, okay? So here we go. We got the hole open, and it has a lot of juice, so that's amazing. So we could keep the juice. You could take it and put it in the fridge. Have a nice cold glass of coconut water. There you go. It helps if you can make another hole in the coconut to get out the water faster, but since I don't have a hammer, that is not gonna happen. So I think I'm gonna take a little break, because if not, you're gonna be here for a couple minutes watching me drain this coconut. So we'll be back. Okay, so I want to bring you, before I take out the juice to the other coconut, I wanted to show you the essence, how that's going. So it already came to a full boil. Now I turn down the flame because I don't want it to reduce totally, because then you'll be left with nothing. So if you can see right there, oh my God, the house smells like Thanksgiving. This is how your house is gonna smell, because you're gonna be making tembleque, you're gonna be making coquito, and so those things take this essence. So it's a really, really pleasant smell. So I'm gonna boil this maybe for about 3 more minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it off. But now I'm gonna go to my second coconut. Look at all of the coconut water that came out of that coconut. It looks amazing. Very, very hydrating for you. So now let's see if I have the same luck with this coconut. So we're gonna press. Okay, yeah, I felt the softer one, which is this one. So let's see if my 99-cent scissor works here. Wow, so easy. There you go. And as you can see, the coconut, I mean, you can't really see much, but the coconut is really white. So I'm really happy about that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this hole really quickly and drain it. And then I will be back and show you how to cut open the coconut a little easier than whacking it with a hammer, because I don't have a hammer. I'll be back. And so we're back. I'm actually sucking on the holes because when I talk, a lot of times my mouth gets dry. So a little lubrication going on with the holes. Honey lemon, I love. And so now I'm going to show you how to crack open the coconut. You could do it with a hammer if you have, but I don't have a hammer, so I think it's probably at the restaurant. Almost everything that we had here we took to the restaurant. So basically I'm going to turn on the stove, okay? So I'm going to turn on the stove to high, okay? So it's at a high flame now, and what you're going to need is tongs, okay? Because you're not going to be holding the coconut, you know, in your hand on the stove because you're going to get burned, okay? So I'm holding the coconut with a tong, and I'm going to put it in the flame. Okay. Make sure your hair is away, pull back in the ponytail. If you got to weave, you know, make sure you have it under control. We don't want your hair on fire now, okay? So pull it back or take it off, put it to rest on the table. But okay, so now you want to continuously keep on rotating the coconut, okay? So you want to keep on rotating it, leave it maybe, you know, a couple seconds, almost like a minute, and keep on rotating it. And basically what's going to happen is that the coconut, when it gets hot enough, is going to crack. Oh, that's the juice probably falling there. So we're going to keep on letting it just cook up, okay? Imagine just like burst in my face, but no, that's not going to happen. So yeah, we're just going to keep it moving, okay? Just like that. Let it heat up. It needs a lot to heat up in the inside, so pop, it'll crack and be much easier for you to open. I think we're still going to have to pound it, you know, but it's going to be hot, so it's going to be a lot easier to open. So there you go. I missed you guys. I haven't done a video in probably like, I don't know, 2 months, but it's been a little challenging, you know, with the restaurant and all. It takes a lot of my time. It takes a lot of our time because, you know, Victor is here recording. So today we said, no, we got to do this video, you know, especially the holidays are coming, and I got to show you how to do this tembleque. I'm going to do, I want to do a, how do you call it, a turkey, you know, all those good things. So I think this is, yeah, it's getting hot, so just a little bit more. If you come over here, you already see a crack. So that's the thing, you got to keep on stirring it. So you see the crack right there? You see it, right?
Mm-hmm. Ah, I see.
Right there. So it just takes a little time, you know? But this also, you know what this allows the pulp to separate from the cáscara. So everything is going to be much easier for you. Look over here, these cracks. But now I'm going to turn it off because I think it's good. You see? You see those cracks there? You see, you heard that, right? It went. So you see right here, so it's that one.
Oh, yes.
You see all of these cracks? you just don't want to leave it too long because you don't want to burn the whole coconut, you know. But now what we're gonna do is, because again I don't have a stove, a hammer, so what we're gonna do is I'm just going to throw it in the sink. Okay, hopefully this works and doesn't make a disaster. I'm gonna move this over. Oh, that's it. Let's see. Imagine I break my sink. Nah, I need to stick it with something new. So yeah, let me bring the cutting board. Hold on. Okay, that was too funny. All right, so I don't want you going and breaking your sink. So it's just I don't have a hammer. With a hammer, it would have been so easy, blah, and it would have been done. So okay, so I'm gonna put it in another shopping bag. Okay, if your husband is around and he's been like getting on your nerves, you'd be like, "Ven aquí, te voy a dar un cocotazo," and then blah. No, don't do that. So what we're gonna do is I just don't want to break my tile. Because this is tile. I'm a little, what am I gonna do? On the countertop, maybe? Yeah,
So
maybe.
put the cutting board on the floor.
Yeah? On the floor?
And then you smash it on the
Okay,
cutting board.
alright. Don't be judging me on the comments, oh my god, you so dirty, how you putting the cutting board on the floor? I'm trying to work with this, okay? So let's, vamos a ver. Una, dos, y tres. Yeah, Jack. Let me do a second time. Okay, Jack. What are you gonna do? This is too funny. Okay, so we're back now. We have our coconut. As you see, I washed my cutting board because you know we're nice and clean here. So there you go. Okay, y ya, right? Ya no hay nada más. So we got the first one off, and basically all you're gonna do is continue to do the same thing with the rest. So I wanted to show you, look at the coconut. As you see, the coconut is smoking. So for this to be really easy for you, you have to heat up the coconut where it's hot enough. And basically what will happen is that it's almost like you're eating an ice cream. It's just gonna come right off of the, shell. Why? Because it's so hot. Obviously, you see how hot it is that the coconut is still on fire. You see, mira eso. Y ya tú vas por la casa, que Dios te bendiga, dale la bendición. Y ya, el sal medio. Okay, so that's it. Just be careful that you don't hurt yourself. Pero mira, mira qué fácil. Mira. You see, it comes right off. So of course, like I said, you could always use the can. If you want something to be exceptional, you could do it this way. Okay? And look, it's so hot that it just comes right off the shell. So that's what you want. Mira. Mira esto. So you see? But you gotta give it a nice amount of heat. Because if you don't give it that heat, then like my first shell, it's gonna be a little difficult. But if you give it that heat, mira. There you go. And then so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this a rinse, and we're ready to make the coconut milk. So for this recipe, we're gonna use 7 cups of coconut milk. So we have to make 7 cups. So I'm gonna actually use the coconut water to make it even taste so much better. So here, I'm not sure, this was from the first coconut. Look how much water came out of the first. The second one was like, nah, I'm coming out faster for you, but I'm not giving you water. So let's see, we're gonna do this cup. So this is about 1.5 cup here. And with this one, here we have about 2 1/4. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna make 7 cups of coconut milk. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the coconut. If you could get off this peel would be great, but if not, don't worry about it, because we're still gonna strain. Pero tú ves, since it got so hot, all of this comes off. Most of it comes off easily. But the thing is, you don't want to burn the coconut. But since we're gonna strain it, you know, this is not gonna be a problem. But I just wanna, if it comes off easy, I'll take it off. And that's good. I'm gonna take that off. So we're gonna put these into little chunks, because I don't know how good your blender is. This blender was actually from the restaurant. We used to make shakes with it, but it's not amazing for frozen pulp, so we got a better one. So that's all I'm doing, is breaking up the coconut in chunks. I'm putting it in the blender, and then we're gonna turn on the blender and let it, yeah. Coconut milk. Voila. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on putting coconut in it and keep on putting water. So this blender goes up to 5 cups. So remember, we're doing 7 cups of coconut milk. Really, like I said, once you heat up the coconut good enough, this is really not that hard. I don't think you're gonna be making tembleque every single day. So once in a while, why not? Especially for your kids, or for your husband, for yourself, you know, for your wife, you know. So I a lot of times get a lot of comments from guys, you know, oh my God, you know, you told me how to cook this, how to cook that. So I'm really happy to see everyone back in the kitchen, you know, having some family time. So here we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of more water. I'm just gonna go to the fridge and get filtered water. So I will be right back. So I'm back. I got some filtered water. And there you go. So now it's almost 5 cups. It's about 4.5. This is the first coconut. It's a little harder because it didn't heat up so good. But you know, so the blender doesn't work so hard. It's always nice to cut it in small pieces, because if you overwork the blender, you're gonna burn your blender. So there you go. I'm gonna put that. Okay. And now I'm gonna put it back on. Okay. There you go. And blend that up for about 2 or 3 minutes, so it's really breaking up the pieces, okay? So now I left it blending for about 2-3 minutes, and I'm gonna put it into this bowl. There we go. So you see it's nice and chunky. So obviously we have to filter out all of the chunks. And so this was, I believe, 4.5, right? So now we need 2.5. I'm gonna get a little bit more water, and then we should be ready. There you go. So let's see, okay. Perfect. Perfect, right on the dot. Okay, and we're gonna finish putting the rest of the coconut. So once again, this is the second coconut. Look how flexible. So the second coconut, I can't take the credit for it. It was actually Victor. I asked him to do it, and obviously with my guidance. But it came out really good, so yeah, if you just give it enough heat, it'll be really easy. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna put this, and then we'll be ready to cook everything up, and I'll show you the process, okay? So now it is time to filter out the pulp, because what we want is the milk. So here you go. I'm gonna put it through a strainer. This strainer has very fine holes, so it's okay if you get some fiber, because it's obviously gonna let the person know, whoever you're making it for, that you did it with fresh coconut, you know, because it's gonna really taste like real coconut, obviously. So you could just put it through the strainer like this, okay, and you want to squeeze out the milk. Well, actually we used a total of 11 cups of water to make the coconut milk, because I was afraid it was going to be enough to fill up the half tray. So I don't want a very skinny tembleque, I want a nice tembleque. So we used, again, 11 cups of water. And now what I'm going to do is, I have my measuring cup here. I'm going to take out, as you can see, I filtered out the milk, you know, the coconut pulp. So this is going to taste amazing, because of course you have tiny little fibers in there, which when you eat the tembleque, you're going to know off the bat that this is not a tembleque that was made from cans. Okay, so we're going to take 2 cups of the coconut milk, and we're going to reserve that here. Okay, the rest of the coconut milk we're gonna put into our pot here. There you go. And then if in actuality it's too much, you could always find a little ceramic bowl or anything and put the rest in it in the fridge, kind of how you do gelatinas. You know, you have a little extra, you find a bowl and fill it up, and there you go. You have your personal little tembleque, okay? So don't worry about it. So here we have the rest of the coconut milk. Here we have the essence, which, like I said, we only did half a cup, and we let it boil, so you're gonna get a really concentrated essence because you put it on low. So you could come closer. There's really not much here, but it's very powerful what is here. So that is the essence, which is gonna be very, very concentrated. So you don't need a lot of water. Okay, so we have that there. So this is the coconut milk, the essence. And then here we have 4 cups of sugar, okay? So that's really all that you're gonna need. But in the meantime, I reserved these 2 cups of coconut milk because now I want to dilute the cornstarch and mix it in so you don't get balls of cornstarch, okay? So we're gonna put that into this mix. So remember, I have 3 cups of cornstarch here. And so basically what I'm going to start to do is get it in the bowl little by little and just mix very, very fast, okay? Oh, okay, that's the last of it. Got it all on my teeth. Okay, so mix fast, fast, fast. And you just want to make sure that you mix it fast because you don't want any lumps. You see? There's no lumps. Thank God. Thank God for the no lumps. Perfect. Look at that. Wow. Mira eso. Qué belleza. Okay. So keep on spin, spin, spin. And now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on this pot. So we're going to let this heat up first. Come to a boil. We're going to make this much easier instead of mixing and mixing and mixing old school grandma style. So we're going to heat up the milk. We're going to add the sugar, and then we're going to add the milk that already has the cornstarch, okay? And so we're back. So if you could look over here at the cornstarch that we diluted in the coconut milk, you see? There's not one lump, which is what you want. That's why you have to stir really, really quickly. So there you go. And then here, remember we added the essence with the coconut milk. And we have this heating up. So what I'm going to do now is, obviously I have this whisk, which is going to scratch up this pan. You could use something wooden if you have, but unfortunately I don't right now. So I'm going to go really gentle And these are 4 cups of sugar. This is 4 cups of sugar, okay? So I'm gonna add this in and just slowly mix. And so what we're gonna do is, like I said before, we're gonna let this coconut milk come to a full boil, and that's where we're gonna add the coconut starch, the corn starch, and let that thicken up, okay? So this is definitely gonna make more than half a tray, which is fine. We'll have a couple extra ceramic bowls that you can put this in. So this is great, it'll feed your whole family. So stirring in the sugar, and you see, there you go, and then I'm gonna add the cornstarch once it comes to a full boil. So there you go, everything in there. Let's wait till it boils, then we'll add it, so we'll be back. So now the coconut milk is basically come to a boil. So you could come closer and actually see that it's boiling. So I'm going to stir up the cornstarch, and I'm gonna put that in there. And now I'm gonna stir. I also lowered down the flame, so now I'm gonna pick up the flame, and you're gonna do this for about 2-3 minutes, and you will quickly feel it thicken up. Actually, that's it. It has thickened up really nicely. So now we are going to put it. Ooh. Banging myself. So there you go. Okay. I'm gonna get a spatula. Don't look in my drawer. Oh my god, I should have had this out. I'm sorry, guys. So there you go. Want to smooth it out. And now I'm going to try to fill up this. So that's one. Just got to be careful because this is hot. That's 2. And this is 3. Smooth this out. So obviously you guys are going to need a spatula. You could make this with the essence or without. I like to make it with the essence. It just gives it a little more pop of flavor. So that's why I do it with the essence, but you don't have to. You know, you could do it without the essence. It's up to you. So there you go. I smoothed it all out. And then obviously now what you're going to do is place it in the fridge and let it cool. Once it cools, it's going to be like a gelatin substance where it's going to tremble. So Tembleque is like, it's supposed to jiggle. So then it'll jiggle. Okay? So I'm going to place this in the fridge and we'll be back. It's going to take us about maybe 2 hours to completely chill. And then it's going to be the best time of all. The time for what? The time to taste. And so we are back. Finally, the time to taste. So we allowed it to cool down for about 2.5 hours in the fridge. And now it is time to taste. I'm not sure if you could see, but it looks amazing. And I gotta be honest, I love Tembleque when it's warm, so I already kind of tasted it, but I didn't taste it with the cinnamon. So here goes, okay? Normally I'm doing hot things, so I'm always afraid of burning myself, so this is cold. So, alright. Wow. And I love it because as I picked it up, almost everything lifted up. So I just want you to see how beautiful that looks. It looks so nice now. Time to taste. Wow. You taste so much coconut. So much coconut. You really don't get this with the cans of coconut. This pure taste of coconut. So it's definitely worth getting it and doing it with real coconuts. This made a half tray and 3 of these. So you'll have enough for the whole family for the whole week. Wow, that was really good. Wow. So I just want to remind you, please like our social media, Instagram, Facebook, visit our website. You can purchase shirts like this one. Actually, we have tank tops, mugs, sofrito. We are shipping sofrito and pasteles nationwide. Now for the holidays, place your order early because we get a lot of orders. You could purchase any of our products on www.thefreakinricanrestaurant.com. And what else did I have to say?
The restaurant.
Oh, so if you're in the New York City area, please come visit me, visit Victor, our staff at our restaurant, which is located 4306 34th Avenue, and that's in Astoria, Queens. Okay, so I hope to see you. We're gonna have a surprise very soon for the holidays. Something else that you could purchase that you use around the house when hopefully you're doing our videos. This will definitely help you out. So I love you guys, and remember, let me see if you could get a good shot of my shirt in the back. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
So what does it say? La vida es mejor con un buen sabor. I love you guys. Muah. Subscribe, give a thumbs up, and click on the notification bell so you're notified of up and coming videos, okay? I love you so much. Muah. El coco, que si esto, que si lo otro. It took me 5 hours. Why are you recording me? No. Everybody know what the freaking Rican goes through. It's not easy.